This video will give you the step-by-step instruction on how to master the late backhand to prevent injury, increase your power, and get you out of trouble. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and watch until the end of the video. Our first step is to learn the footwork. We want to start in a side-by-side position with our feet shoulder width, moving our dominant foot slightly forward, and this will be our ready position with our knees slightly bent. From here, we want to push off with our dominant foot into a shuffle 45 degrees backwards to our backhand side. We're going to use our dominant foot to push off, still in that 45 degrees, into a lunge, into our backhand side. Once we've completed the shot, we're going to return from our lunge, turn back, and have one hop back to the center, back into our neutral ready position. Our second step is to learn the swing. From our lunge position, we're going to reach our racket 45 degrees backwards in a bevel grip, slightly rotating your racket face so it's pointing to the front of the court. From here, we're going to reach slightly back, extend our elbow forward as if we're elbowing someone in the face behind us. And from here, we're going to bend our wrist back and pronate our forearm and use our wrist and fingers to go forward. When we're doing the swing, we want to make sure we're focusing on a small area of power generation rather than swing all the way through with our arm. Our third step is to talk about shot selection. And so you want to be hitting shots that can give you the best opportunity to recover. Usually what I would recommend for beginners is to hit two types of shots, straight clear and one is a cross drop. In order to hit the backhand clear, we want to apply what we learned in our footwork, go into our swing, and at the very last point, we want to make sure that our racket face is facing straight and slightly upwards, and we're really using our forearm and our wrist to pronate in a solid stance. So when we finish hitting, it's very solid, and that will get the bird to travel to the back of the court, giving you time to recover for the next shot. Our next shot is going to be the backhand cross-court drop shot. In order to hit the drop, we run our footwork, we get into our position, but this time we want to rotate our grip slightly so that the racket is facing more of this side, so that when we're hitting, we're slightly wrapping our racket around the bird to be hitting in that direction. So it's not a straight hit, because if you're hitting straight, you'll be bending your arm and you won't be able to generate the power. It's going in a circular motion and wrapping around the bird to go for the cross-court drop. Step 4 is to recover based on your shot selection. If you decided to hit a straight clear and your opponent has gotten into position, most of the time you will need to be defending for smashes or quick drops. So after you're clear, you'll come back very quickly to get into a wider stance to prepare for the defense of smash or drops. If you decided to hit the cross-court drop, then that means you'll need to recover faster and more forward to the front side of where you have dropped, because in most scenarios, they'll either hit that straight net or they'll hit a push, so you want to make sure to cover this side as much as possible. Lastly, I'll be telling you 3 mistakes to avoid that will decrease your power and also cause injury. The first mistake is bending your elbow like this, especially when you're hitting cross-court shots. When you're bending your elbow, you're obviously going to injure your elbow. You want to be leading forward with your elbow so that it's never in a twisted motion. Mistake number 2 is that you're not generating power with your forearm, wrist, and fingers, and you're swinging through like you're doing a hurricane attack. When you're doing a hurricane attack, you have a chance of injuring your shoulder. Also, the power generated is going to be very dispersed, so you won't be hitting anything to the back of the court if you ever swing like this. Our last mistake is having your momentum run out. After you hit your shot, your momentum is still moving outwards. First of all, you won't be able to recover. Second of all, if your momentum is moving outwards, that means your power has not gone into a shot. Think of it as a moving car. If you throw a ball forwards off a forward moving car, the ball is going to travel faster. Off a backwards moving car, then it's going to be traveling slower. So make sure your momentum is moving forwards as you contact the shot. Backhand or forehand?